Hey guys, and welcome back to the totally normal Gran Turismo 5 playthrough. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, I recommend doing so, cause they're gonna provide a lot of context on where we are now. Anyways, I welcome you back to the world of Gran Turismo 5. Now, I know that I usually fill time by saying something at the beginning of the episode, but I don't feel like it in this one. If anything, I feel like we should get on with La Festa Cavallino right away. But first, I need to actually buy a Ferrari since I literally do not have a single one in my garage. And out of all the Ferraris for sale that I can buy, I feel like using the 430 Scuderia. Hold up, just need to paint it in a color you've never seen it in. And with that, the car has now been purchased. Anyways, it is now time to go beat La Festa Cavallino. The first and the only race is at Monza circuit. So let's see how I do. The first corner came around in which I smacked into the 599 but managed to overtake it either way along with the California. Easily overtaking the F432 as it smacked into the wall on the chicane. I make it to the next braking zone as I easily make it past the 458 Italia and the F40, which almost caused me to spin out on the shortcut. Already climbing up to second as the only thing standing between me and first is the Ferrari Enzo, which I tried to overtake using another off-road activity, but unfortunately I was not able to. Not only that, but the Enzo made me lose all my momentum, almost costing me the second place on this straightaway. It wasn't until the second lap that I managed to get another opportunity to overtake the Enzo, using the exact same corner cut as on the last lap. Claiming the first place and now trying to make sure the Ferrari Enzo doesn't take it back. Luckily, all I needed to do to achieve that is pull off this off-road activity, which wasn't even a challenge to begin with. I mean, this is the guy carrying Turan's legacy we're talking about. Is it just me, or did I get way too used to this being the finish line in GT7? Either way, I won the race, and earned 28,000 credits as a reward. And yeah, that's La Festa Cavallino. And now let's see what I get as a prize car for winning this event and for completing the entire professional series. A Ferrari California? Well, unfortunately, I don't see much of a use for this thing in the playthrough. But maybe the level 12 class ticket is gonna be better. Whoa! Although I was not expecting to get that as a prize car, I don't really think I'll be able to use it anywhere. Anyways, let's go beat Schwarzwald League B using the Audi Le Mans Quattro, which I won last episode. And before I forget, anyways, with that taken care of, let's go beat Schwarzwald League B. The first race is at Cape Ring. So let's see how I do. Not even the first corner came around and I'm already out-accelerating this Mercedes-Benz. I also made it past the Premium SLK, the M3, and the RS6. Already climbing up to second place as the SL600 also was no match for the R8 prototype. Hell, not even the production version of the R8 was able to compete against me. Overall, this race was really easy. Way too cool, I'm in the lead. Oh no. Jokes aside, this is another one of those races where it felt more like a time trial session than an actual race, with me winning by a landslide like I usually do, and earning my hard-earned 59,000 credits. The second race is at the Nordschleife. First corner and I immediately overtook the SL600. And heading into the very next one, also overtook this premium Mercedes-Benz. Easily overtook the road car version of the past Glories reject, and overtook another production version of the Le Mans Quattro. Now I know that I could have pulled a Mad Jester and easily managed to make it past but I didn't really feel like doing that this time around. And then I finally managed to overtake the old veteran on this speed section. I guess you can now call me Duff7 since I went wide and crashed on this exact corner just like him. But besides that, nothing happened for the vast majority of the race. What can I say? I was just cruising through the track, no problem. Wait a second. I mean, this is the guy carrying Turan's legacy we're talking about. Insert explosion here. Well, it's what has to be done to carry Turan's legacy. Let me just overtake the RS4 by wall grinding the carousel real quick. What I just did back there may have caused me the lead, but I can easily regain that by overtaking the M3 GTR and the production model of the R8, though not as easily. And I say that because it wasn't until the very last section before the straight that I managed to actually overtake it, securing myself the win in this very race, allowing me to earn my well-deserved 59,000 credits. And yeah, that's Schwarzwald League B. Anyways, let's see what we get as a prize car for winning this event. An Audi Pikes Peak Quattro? Well, all I can really say is that this being the prize car was unexpected, to say the least. Anyways, next on the priority list was NASCAR series because I thought that was gonna be an easy one. Oh sweet summer child. The NASCAR I ended up going for was the 2011 Home Depot version because it was in a funny orange color. And so with that, we have our new addition to the garage. The 2011 Toyota Camry NASCAR Edition number 20, driven by none other than Joey Logano. And since there's literally no upgrades that I can put on it, I guess I have to torture myself with it bone stock. Anyways, let's go beat NASCAR series now. Or at least try to anyway. The first race is at Indianapolis. So let's see how I do. At first I tried overtaking the limey looking NASCAR, but unfortunately I did not succeed in doing that. I tried again on the very next corner and succeeded this time, easily catching up to the black NASCAR thanks to slipstream and overtaking it alongside the other bright colored ones. And now the only NASCAR standing between me and first place is that intro looking one in the distance, which I luckily managed to catch back up to on this corner, overtaking it and claiming the lead. And what can I say, the rest of the race was just me trying to hold off the other NASCARs. Not even in this non-tournament series am I safe from Julie Canotto overtaking me. What? I don't know. Either way, I finished second, and earned 38,000 credits for the said runner-up spot. Now, the question is, was I stupid or something for thinking that the second race at Grand Valley Speedway was gonna be anything easy? Anyways, the first corner came around and I managed to overtake one NASCAR, and also discovered the NASCAR's main weakness at low speeds, aka wheel spin. I managed to overtake the M&M NASCAR, and then I managed to catch up to and easily overtake the black NASCAR from the last race, claiming second place while the intro NASCAR is pulling away from me. And unfortunately, I just kept losing even more time to it due to the goddamn wheel spin on this thing. It's actually worse than any front wheel drive in GT4 could be. And as you can tell in this footage, the wheel spin kinda ended up becoming my downfall in this race. Insert explosion here. That alone caused me to fall all the way down to 10th place in a span of 15 seconds. And yeah, I think you can easily tell how the rest of the race went. The wheel spin just constantly kept slowing me down at lower speeds. Watch as all the American NASCAR-loving viewers start laughing at me for missing some important detail about driving a NASCAR. But anyways, I just struggled to the finish line and lost the race, resulting in me only earning 23,000 credits for taking the L. Hopefully the third race at High Speed Ring is gonna be a little easier than that. And easier than that it was, as I managed to easily catch up to my opponents, easily overtaking the Office Depot and that other one that I couldn't really tell which one it was. And on this braking zone, I easily overtook the limey looking NASCAR. And then I managed to overtake the M&M NASCAR and the Intro NASCAR on the very next corners. Not only that, but it looks like this black looking NASCAR from earlier is actually posing up to be a threat now. The Intro NASCAR nearly overtook me back, but I did not let that happen. I know I may have lost some time to Jeff Gordon, but I easily somewhat caught up to him on this corner. However, I wasn't really able to overtake it until the second lap. And thanks to Slipstream, I easily had the speed advantage heading into this section, allowing me to easily redeem myself after whatever the hell the Grand Valley race was, and earning 52,000 credits for the said win. Given what happened at Grand Valley, I don't expect the fourth race at Laguna Seca to be anything good. First corner and I immediately overtook nearly half the NASCARs that are in front of me. Then after losing time to the M&M NASCAR due to the goddamn wheel spin, I also managed to overtake it, climbing up to third place while the Jeff Gordon NASCAR doesn't seem to be giving up very easily. And neither is the Intro NASCAR. Either way, I managed to overtake Jeff by just doing a shortcut opportunity, climbing up to second place and unfortunately staying there for the rest of the race. That's right, the Intro NASCAR wins this race and not me, which means that I earn another 38,000 credits for second place. On to the fifth and final race, even though it's already common knowledge that the Jeff Gordon Impala is gonna win this and not me. You may have guessed it by now, but the fifth and final race is at none other than Daytona Superspeedway. Everything was going well for me, and I even managed to take the lead at some point in the race. But given this is Daytona, of course mayhem had to happen. And I was actually able to put up a fight. Unfortunately, what I feared was gonna happen the whole series happened. The AI successfully ended my race. And with no other options, I just decided to take the L and accept that I was not gonna win, earning 23,000 credits and not earning anything for only getting third place in the championship overall. And yeah, that's NASCAR series. Or should I say, given that I didn't actually win the championship, and no, that isn't NASCAR series. Obviously, there wasn't gonna be a prize car because I didn't win. With that, this episode, which is probably gonna look out of place compared to the other ones given that I lost, comes to an end. And like I said in that last recording, that's about it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, which I know you did, like the video, and maybe even consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 15.